just a few words about Ms. Karen Smith. Actually, the video that you saw, one of the students was Princess in that video, and this is Princess's mom, Ms. Smith. Princess just graduated from
Carnegie Mellon University.
And when she was in a program, she started when she was 14 years old. Now she's graduated, she's going to grad school at...
accepted to Cornell.
Accepted to Cornell. So, the first year we sent her to NASA in Florida. Those were the times that when we could afford sending students. So we hope this message gets passed along, that we need such things to keep dreams alive, and that kept Princess going as well. And so we have wonderful, and it's because of parents like her that it is possible. So all of you students and all of you parents have an equal responsibility. All the mentors do our work, educators from the high schools, universities, we have to do it. As mentors, we have to do it. But as students, you have an obligation towards your parents, and parents have an obligation also to support their child. So this is one example of a great support, and we honor parents every year for Parent of the Year award, and therefore we're delighted to have you.
Thank you so much. I just first of all would like to congratulate all of you who are part of the program. Princess went through all of this intensive interview process. Dr. Satin is very dear to my heart as the founder of such a prestigious and wonderful opportunity that he presents to children and families of lower income. As he mentioned, Princess Karen Parker Smith is a graduate of the program. She started she went to Roosevelt Island School at elementary, and she graduated. She went to PS6, and she went to Eastside Middle. And she said, Mommy, I think I'd like a little change. I'm looking for a little more diversity. I like to see a little bit more people who look like me, who are successful. And I was, at that time, transitioning in my own life personally, income-wise as well, with my relationship. So therefore, her dad and I did separate, and my income kind of dwindled for a while, and we relocated. And at the time, I had no idea what school I could send her to that was of quality that also had people of color. And I went to the council people somewhere in that district where I was, and I asked them, could they recommend a school? And the person at the time recommended FDA, Frederick Douglass Academy, and Dr. Hodge is the principal there. I went, I had an interview. It was not an easy process to even get her into that school. I mean, she made it easy because she did very well academically, but they still were pretty stringent in their criteria. So, we presented all her work, and she was accepted. And she went to FDA, and somehow we found out about this program with Dr. Sack. And I encouraged her, we must apply. This is excellent opportunity. And she did, and she was, like I said, accepted. And we went through it. She's been to Florida. She's done a lot of good things at Hunter. She's had many wonderful mentors, and now she has a double major. She received her degree 2 months ago in biomedical engineering and material science, and she did quite well. She was offered an internship in Pittsburgh, where Carnegie Mellon is, and this was at the last minute. So she's back in Pittsburgh, working full time to help pay her way through grad school, which she will begin in the fall at Cornell. So, needless to say, I'm a big supporter of this program, and I would encourage you to stay diligent, work hard, and she participated in the street fair. That brought back wonderful memories. She actually spoke at one of these forums a couple of summers ago during her spring break. But she has been fortunate enough that she gets some type of internship every summer, thank God. She has a little sister coming up, and Dr. Sass asked me the other day, he said, what about her sister? We're dropping it down to, like you said, the program down to 5th, 4th, and middle school. And is she good in science and math? Well, she is, and so is her Princess. And I did not realize that she would end up majoring in biomedical engineering, material science. They're good in math, but these are fields that you just don't think of necessarily for I don't know. But anyway, my little one is also interested in math and science. I'm going to see about her entering this program if possible as well. But so therefore, I just again like to say, stick to it. This is an excellent program. Parents, encourage them. And there was one other thing. So her older sister, who just graduated, says to me, Mom, would my little sister do this? I said, well, you didn't really want to do any of this either. I pushed you. So any parents in here, encourage your children to stick to it. Do what you have to do to help encourage them. I encouraged her while she's in college, Princess Carrot. I said, listen, because spirituality is very important to us.